Welcome everybody to a product review of our Gourmet pistol grip injector. What we've got is an injector that is designed and made for food products. It is not a veterinary product. We're going to start with the packaging. As you can see, you've got our logo and a picture of the product and a description right down the front of everything that's in it. On the edges, you can see just some nice logos all the way around the UPC. On the back, let's flip it over. On the back is just a quick little rundown of what an injector is, and then the general instructions on how to use it, cleaning instructions, storage, and a little bit of troubleshooting, because you know, when you got something mechanical, there's always something that's going to happen. And we'll go over each one of these in this video. All right. Comes in, it's a cardboard box. It is not cellophane wrapped, but it does have a little plastic tab there for the retail stores to keep people from getting into it and messing around with the product. Has a flip top. It opens up. Comes in a styrofoam packaging for the product. As you can see, you'll have the injector itself, a cleaning brush, 2 needles. They're different sizes, and we'll go over them independently, and a little bag right here that has an extra gasket and a spring that's located in it. But let's start with what is important, okay? Let's go with the injector itself. Some of the features of the injector is, as you can see right along here, there is some marks. It tells you how many cc's are in this injector. Start with the tip of it. This is where you will put your needle. Let's just put one on and find out. And these needles are called a lure lock. And what you'll do is you'll slide it right on, and then you will just turn it. Just turn it, and it locks it in. That is the proper position. When you unscrew it, you'll unscrew it. And this is happening, and I'm so glad it is, because we get this call about once a month. This end of the injector comes off with the needle sometimes. And then while they're cleaning the injector, they actually lose that silver piece, this right here, and they call me and want a replacement. We don't keep these in stock because it's not a wear and tear item. All right. So make sure you keep this on the end of the injector while you're using it. Right here, this silver knob around has numbers on it. It goes from 1 all the way to 5, okay? And on this side is a little arrow, okay? If you'll put that number 1 in there, that tells you when you pull this trigger, that's how far up the injector will go. You'll see it just barely moves. It grabs one of these knobs at a time. We're going to roll it all the way around to number 5, and then you'll see it really pushes it up then at that point. Okay? Now, this is made of metal. This injector, the handle part, this is the spring that allows it to come back automatically. This is a plastic tube. Some of the original ones had glass, and we felt that was not a good deal going down the road in cabinets or in drawers and stuff. So we very quickly moved or migrated over to a plastic barreled syringe. We're going to take this off. It just unscrews. As you can see, we're going to set this down. And then this is our gaskets. These gaskets, as you've seen, is what slides up the barrel. And this is probably our second most question that we get, is that people will ask us all the time that after I washed it, or when I first got it even, when we were putting it, the fluid would come around the gasket and come back. It's not pushing the injection through. So what it's done is these gaskets right here are not making contact with the inner wall of this. And how you fix that is you will have to hold this rod with one hand, and then see this little button here, you will spin it and twist it. See how it's already, it's out away from it, and we're going to spin it, and as you can start to see, it's getting closer and closer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the gaskets up against this so that you can see. And as I screw this in, see those gaskets are making contact with that wall? That is all that has happened, is that this threaded rod is not, it's not compressed to the gaskets to where it will slide and keep everything in front of it. Simple fix. And really, that's all there is. There's not a lot of maintenance to it. After you use it, we recommend taking warm, soapy water, filling it full, pulling it out, and with your needle on it, squirt the warm, soapy water through it, then do rinse water and clean it out real good and get all the soapy water out. But then what we recommend is take a little bit of vegetable oil and coat these gaskets. All that'll do will preserve them and keep them from dry cracking till the next time you need it. Now, that is really the only care and maintenance that's needed for this injector. Now, let's go through the two needles. The two needles that come with it, one is what we call a side port. You can see right here, it's got a hole in the side and a hole on that side, and the tip of it is solid. What that will be used for more is if you are going through some meat that has a large fat cap, this is used so that it will penetrate and not fill up the hole and not allow it to the injection to come out. The other needle that is included does have an open end, and that's called an open port. That's a side port. This is an open port on the end, and those are the two needles that come with it. One of the things that we see more than anything else is that they will use the open port, the open end port on the injector, be doing pork butts or something fairly solid and plug it up. And what they will do, they will squeeze this so hard to try to push this fat back out that right up in here, there's a little bitty spring, and that spring will pop out. And it's like a needle in a haystack. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can replace it, and it can be fixed. In the package comes a spare gasket and a spare spring. It's hard to see, but there's a spring in there. Okay? There's a spare gasket and a spare spring in there. It is a 30 to 45 second fix. We do have a video on our YouTube page that shows how to disassemble this handle, replace the spring, and put it back in. All right? You do also get a brush to help clean with, the two needles, and something that we sell extra, and it is on the same page as the pistol grip injector. We call them whole hog needles. They are 6-inch long needles. There is a dozen per package, and we do have these available for purchase. We do also have replacement needles of these two. So if you're looking for more of them, we do have them available. Please go to your local barbecue store. Ask them about the Gourmet pistol grip injector. I'm David Bosca. We appreciate everyone watching this video.